Yes, everyone, and welcome back to my channel. Now, time for Chelsea talk because we are entering that stage now. That stage is the business end of the season where every game, every point between now and May is going to be absolutely crucial. And look and look, this is a huge 3 months ahead for Chelsea Football Club because the games are coming thick and fast and doesn't get any and look, we got Burnley on Saturday, but then after Burnley it does not get any easier than that. Does not get any easier. We got a tricky March coming up. March and beyond doesn't get any easier. We've got we've got a long we've got some tough running games coming up between going into March and yeah, I mean, it's going to be a very interesting race to which team see if we can end up finishing in those Champions League spots. Because if I'm being realistic here, with the financial fair play rules, FPP and all that, Chelsea have to be in the Champions League next season. And and look, this season for us has been an absolute roller coaster. It's been a roller coaster of a season, and look, there's been factors. There's been factors, of course. Just we had a long summer with the Club World Cup. Went on to win, and then obviously lack of preseason players getting injured and all that. Also, you have Maresca leaving, and Liam Rosenior comes in mid-season. So it's been that season. It's been that season where it's been a roller coaster. It's been a roller coaster, and look, you gotta give credit to Liam Rosenior. He's come in and he's done an amazing job. It's done an amazing job so far, and it's been great. I can't really fault that, even though the performances have not been there. But but you can't really complain about the results that he's getting. So you can't really because I can't. So we got to be so hats off to him, and which is why now every game, every point now is going to be so important. We got Burnley on Saturday at the Bridge, and look, an opportunity to pick up 3 points, because listen, that Leeds game, yeah, listen. Liam said it. 6 minutes of madness was what cost us. We were dominant in that game, dominant, and should have been. And that game, that should have been 3 points. 2-0 up, it should have been 3 points. I said it in my match review. It should have been all 3 points, and instead it's always only one. And where the enemies are on downfall, that in terms of managing the game, in terms of making errors. I said it in that least match review that we got it in us to bottle that game. In terms of managing the game and pulling out mistakes, because Leeds didn't really do nothing in that game, and then we just handed them 2 lifelines. Which hence why I called that a draw. And that's a defeat. It didn't feel like a draw. That felt like a loss to me. So, which is so irritating. But look, I think these types of moments can really cost you a Champions League spot in terms of where you're trying to aim for, and that's the most frustrating part. But listen, Liam said that he had a meeting with the group of players, showed them video clips, and that's part of the area that we need to improve on. Is game management. It's something that we've lacked many times this season. Because how many times have we dropped points for winning positions? It's just been it's just incredible. But for the wrong reasons. that cannot happen. It simply cannot happen, especially when you're challenging for a Champions League spot. It can't happen. You can't make mistakes like this. And that's why I'm doing this video today to say that we're coming towards the games now. We're coming towards the business end of the season with March coming up and beyond, and we can't afford any more slip-ups. Now, we've got a tricky March coming up. I'll tell you guys right now. It does not get any easier. We have to go to the Emirates. We have to go to Villa Park. We got to go to Everton. We got City coming to the bridge. We got Spurs coming to the bridge. We got Man U coming to the bridge. Newcastle coming to the bridge. We have to go to Anfield. We got to go to. Oh, we got to go. We got to go to. We got to go to. Memory serves me, but we got Forest coming here. We've got. I think we've got. If my memory serves me right, I think we have. But anyway, I'm just giving you prime examples of games we've got coming up between now and the end of the season. Also, we've got Burnley on the weekend. We've got Burnley on Saturday. Then we've got Arsenal next weekend at the Emirates. And also we've got Champions League and FA Cup around that time. So yeah, important. Yeah, important. So yeah, it's a big 3 months coming up, and I feel like, look, can we make the top four? Can we make Champions League next season? For me personally, I think it depends what we do against Burnley and beyond. I think it all depends what we do between now and beyond. I think what we do in the next 3 months ahead will say a lot about the club, the players, the team, and Liam as well, because it will relies on what we do in our next coming fixtures. Because what we got coming up does not get any easier than that. And also we got the end of the season. We got the Champions League final, the FA Cup final. Then we got then also after that it's the World Cup, of course. But yeah, I feel like now we're entering that stage now where we need to pick up as many points as we can. Like you do not worry about what other teams are gonna do. Because Liverpool are creeping behind. Likes of Brentford, likes of Sunderland, and listen. I said before, the race for the Champions League is just gonna the race for UCL is just gonna be so tight, so tight. I feel like first and second place kind of speaks for itself. Third place, Villa could clinch it. Man United are in fourth. If they continue how they are, they might clinch it. After the season they've had, and then there's fifth. Fifth place could guarantee a UCL spot, but like I said, it's going to be so tight. It's going to be a tight race, and which is why we've got to be in our A game when we get towards that stage, that business end of the season, with the fixtures that we've got coming up. It's just ridiculous. Of course, I've got to mention Brighton, but listen, I feel like. In terms of our March fixtures, so we've got Arsenal, we've got Newcastle, we've got Villa, then we got Everton, then we got Man City, then we got Arsenal. Then we got United, then we got Brighton, and so on. We get through the March fixtures unscathed, and we pick up points along the way. Then fair play, because like I said, every point now is going to be so crucial, because, like I said, we can't afford to have any more slip-ups, which we just can't. We just cannot now, because now, look, it's low-key, it's crunch time now. It's low-key crunch time. It's crunch time now, because now we're entering that stage now where every point matters now. There's no time for slip-ups, no time for errors and all that. As soon as the pressure is on, you've got to win these games. No draws, no draws, maybe, but no draws or whatever. You've got to win You've got to win these games. You wanna earn your spot on reaching the UCL next season. And that for me is key. And I feel like I mentioned before, what we do in our next the next games and beyond that will tell me more. And of course, still got the Champions League to think, Champions League and FA Cup, and we're still in both competitions. So yeah, it all depends what we do between now and May. So that's what I'm gonna leave you guys with. Do you think Chelsea? Do you think we've got what it takes to be in the Champions League? I believe we can, but it all depends what we do against Burnley, and then the games beyond that, and then after that, and then beyond. It depends on the next 3 months ahead. And then we get to the summer. We get to the summer. It's quite clear that we need major surgery in the summer. But we'll come on to that when we'll come on to that when we reach the end of the when we get to the end of the season. But once the league ends, but anyway, but for now though, it's all about it's all about it's all about the prison. Burnley on Saturday, then it's Arsenal, and then so on and so on and so on. Can we handle the pressure? Have we got what it takes to be in the Champions League? We'll find out. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Like, subscribe, turn on the notifications on. So much more content coming your way. And yeah, I'll see you guys in my next upload. Love and God bless.